would you think that the oil would have a positive effect on these children?
Well, I definitely believe it would, yes, because it's anti-seizure, anything like this. So, I mean, I've never treated anyone with this condition, but I would definitely, if this was my child, I'd definitely put this child on the oil and try it. I mean, the main thing here is you're not giving the child something that can harm it.
Yeah.
No harm factor here, no danger. So, but I think you would have good results with this. I really do. I think there's hope here. 'Cause that's an awful thing. I mean, to have to live like that, my God, that's not a life at all.
No,
So
true.
at least this gives a child a chance. And this is the same we see with these autistic children,
Yeah.
It just does amazing things for autistic children.
They're autistic too,
Yeah.
most of them.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think that you would probably, I believe if it can't cure it, it's probably going to be the best control you're going to find. And like I said, it's harmless, so I would definitely try it.
That's what we have been aiming for. We've been trying to get this oil here in Iceland legally
Right.
For a year now. The doctors are working against us.
Of course they are.
Yeah. So now we're coming to a point where we have to say, okay, are we going to continue on this path and do this for the next 10 years, or are we going to get the oil somewhere else?
Have you thought about taking the child to the U.S.?
Yeah, I've thought about that, yeah. But
I mean,
legally and in the system there, it's not going to be eligible. But
well, the problem too, I mean, the oil's available in many dispensaries and things in the U.S. now, but the quality, there's no quality control, there's no standards in place yet.
Yeah.
We need the freedom to do this simple research. In no time, we could, bring this oil to much better levels.
Yeah.
But I definitely would, if this was my child, I would definitely try that oil. And I think, I mean, I can't make guarantees, but I think you're going to have good results with this. Oh yeah, I've seen. Well, I mean, any like epilepsy or any of these other diseases, that it's very similar. It's because you're into seizures, and it's great anti-seizure medication. Even the oils that I produced, like Sanjay Gupta did that piece on CNN, and it showed the epileptic children, and it reduced the number of seizures, no question, but it didn't stop them.
No.
They still had seizures here and there, even when they were taking the oil. But as soon as I watched that, I said, if there was some THC and more THC in that oil, I bet you the seizures would cease completely.
Okay,
THC is very important.
Yeah, that's another question I had for you, because many people are supporting the use of CBD or THC-free oil.
Yeah, well, that's just stupid. I mean, it's a synergetic effect of all those, well over 100 different cannabinoids working together that creates these effects, these healing effects. So to eliminate THC, to me, that's stupid.
Okay.
Just plain stupid.
So you would recommend a THC high?
I would try something like a
50-50.
50-50.
Yeah.
CBD, THC, about the same strength, in just small, tiny doses. Work the child up over a few days, but I'd be willing to bet that it would have quite a dramatic effect on a child like this.
Okay.
Yeah, but no harm.
So the dosage, what would you a drop or?
No, not even a drop. When you're starting, even when I start an adult off in this oil, it's really, I tell people to start with, it's just like a little tiny speck, like 1/4 of a drop, and not much bigger than that.
Okay.
Nothing. And then every 8 hours. And then after 4 days, try to double the dose, because that gives the body time to adjust to it.
Okay.
Because this is a very strong, if you got the good oil, it's a very strong medication, but again, no harm. All it's going to cause the child to do is sleep. So just doubling the doses every 4 days, and then just watch the child and see what happens. But I'd be willing to bet after you start doubling the dose a couple of times, I think you'd start seeing some pretty dramatic results. I would definitely do this.
And so you would continue this throughout?
Well, not necessarily, because the oil might be able to correct the illness. I think it's a good idea that everybody should be taking the oil to protect themselves anyway. But, in a case like this, if we can bring it's like the autistic children. Once you get their body detoxified and get these toxins gone, they're no longer autistic. Well, they don't have to keep taking the oil if they don't want to. But I really believe in the near future. I mean, everything I'm seeing now, the whole future of medicine is going to be in cannabinoids. And, so I think it's a good idea to continue taking it. But I would, even if you just got a small quantity of oil, like 2-3 grams or 4 grams, not very much. Just because it's going to take quite a while. When you're only given tiny little doses like that, it takes quite a while to use that much oil up.
Yeah.
But just keep doing it, and I can't imagine it not. I can't imagine it not helping. I really, I firmly believe it would help.
Yeah.
And I think it gives you the best and safest option possible.
Mm-hmm.
But all I can do for you, brother.
Yeah. Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you. Yeah, I can send them a message. Do some research. Look into it. Look what's going on the internet. Go on YouTube. Look at all these children and everything, people that are using this now. This is no damn joke. You know, get this marijuana nonsense out of your heads. This is a medicine, and it's a wonderful medicine, and it's safe, non-addictive. What else is there out there like this? Well, PubMed, they have hundreds and hundreds of peer-reviewed studies on all types of different things. You know, they're like, well, even now they're coming out with evidence now, and I knew this years ago because we were treating schizophrenics very effectively. Now they're admitting finally it's a very effective treatment for schizophrenia. You know, but the thing is, it's the safety of it. You know, you're not giving your child something that's going to harm it. Mm-hmm. And there's a good possibility that it could save the child's life and free the parents. I mean, the same thing with this. If you have an autistic child or you have a child like this, you're going to have to take care of that child for the rest of his life. It'll never have a life. Mm-hmm. At least with the oil, it offers them an opportunity. You know, it gives them a chance. What have you got to lose?